band of snow pushing through right now, which will add to that total. So right now we look here at a live Pinpoint Doppler 12. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to be over here. Hey everyone, live Pinpoint Doppler 12 is over my shoulder, and you can see still some dark blue showing up, so let's take you to that radar in full right now. And you'll notice that dark stripe of blue right now is covering a good part of Rhode Island. You can see it's a little bit darker out towards Narragansett, approaching Newport, Jamestown, and even through a good part of Providence County. So we still have this to get through, but here's the good news. Yes, you can see the back edge of the snow now showing up on live Pinpoint Doppler 12, and now the battle is on. Basically, the moisture will start to pull away, but the center of low pressure will still be drifting offshore. It'll be strengthening, actually, so as the moisture moves away, could see some additional bands, especially here east of Little Compton, out towards New Bedford. But overall, over the next hour or two, we will turn the snow off. In terms of the amounts we've seen so far, Westport at about 7 inches. These are some of the higher amounts we've seen. Fairhaven 7, New Bedford 6.5, Newport 6, Westerly 6.5, Warren 5. When we're talking about Warwick, East Greenwich, Cranston, places along the West Bay, I've seen amounts between about 4 and 5 inches of snow. A winter storm warning does continue for southern New England, and a blizzard warning. Still dangerous travel here in eastern Massachusetts and the Cape. This will be the last to turn off the snow and the wind, so we are not done yet here by any means, especially east of the Cape Cod Canal. The capital city right now, still snowing. Some snow on the roads here. Temperature is 30 degrees. Winds are out of the northwest at 16 miles an hour. Don't be surprised if those winds actually intensify a little bit even after the snow turns off. 28 your temperature right now in Smithfield, 30 Providence, 30 New Bedford, 32 Taunton, and Westerly at 30 degrees. So still below freezing in most spots, and we'll have to watch for those slick spots on the roads tomorrow morning. There is the back edge of the storm, but like I mentioned, as this pulls away, the center of low pressure will strengthen a little bit and perhaps intensify some of those winds. So the gusty winds will continue during the overnight hours. In terms of turning off the snow, well, this is at 11 o'clock. Still some bands of snow possible, especially east of Providence. Places like New Bedford, Fall River, Somerset, you could still be snowing at this point. And then notice how even at midnight some of the bands sort of return. We'll call this light to moderate snow. So even in locations where you think you're done with the snow, you could still squeeze out another inch or two, even here in western Rhode Island. And then as we go into the overnight hours, the moisture pulls away. We bring on the sunshine. But with that sun, it's going to be cold tomorrow. High of only 30, so some slick spots certainly on the roads tomorrow morning. Be mindful of that. So most of us in Rhode Island will be on the lower end of this range. I have 5 to 10, but most of us hovering closer to that 5. Same story here for this purple strip from Newport up into Bristol and portions of Bristol County, Massachusetts. Most of us closer to that 9, maybe a few spots not quite making it to that amount. I still want to wait to see what these final bands of snow do before completely changing these numbers around, and we'll be back at 11 on WPRI 12. Could see over a foot of snow still out towards Plymouth County, Massachusetts. Wind gusts, you can see around 30 miles an hour, stronger here from Martha's Vineyard into Hyannis out towards Cape Cod. They will stay busy overnight. Could see some gusts around 40, 45 miles an hour into the wee hours of tomorrow morning. In the 7-day Futurecast, you will see we get a break in the action tomorrow. It's a cold day on Monday. How about 9 for a low temperature? Tuesday, oh yeah, chance of some more snow and rain. We'll keep an eye on that one. Doesn't look like anything significant right now, but we like to take it one storm at a time, Susan, because even the meteorologists are getting a little bit tired of this, trust me.
Oh, I love it. This is just great.
Yes, I know.
Really
You're a big fan, too.
Yeah.
TJ Del Santo, there's a guy who loves snow. He's in the Pinpoint weather yard right now, and he has some details on what we're seeing with power outages. He looks like he's ready to come in as well.
We
Hey,
want to
TJ.
see the yardstick again.
Yes.
I long for the heat waves. That's my kind
Yeah.
of weather, the heat and
Me
the
too.
humidity. You can go out and enjoy yourselves outside. Yeah, we saw the snow falling outside here in the weather yard, and it's collecting on the trees. You can see on the smaller trees behind me, but as you look above my head, I measure this. This is about 1.5 to 2 inches of snow collecting on these tree branches, and this is probably fairly common all throughout southern New England. It's not the heaviest of snow, but once the winds get going, we certainly could be looking at some more in the way of power outages. In Rhode Island so far, we're not looking at a large number, about 36 customers in Rhode Island without power, according to National Grid, mainly down there in South County. Over in Southeastern Mass, they've got about 6,800 customers without power, the most out in Plymouth County and the Upper Cape and the Barnstable, Falmouth, and Mashpee area. Even in Franklin, Massachusetts, not too far from here, we've got about 1,000 customers without power. I expect the winds to be picking up over the next several hours, and it could be seeing some gusts 50 miles an hour, even at the south coast of Rhode Island as that area of low pressure passes on by. And then we could be looking at a little bit more in the way of power outages. So something to kind of keep keep in mind for the next several hours. Reporting live from the weather yard, I'm TJ Del Santo, Eyewitness News.